Hey everyone, what's up? This is Simon from the Ionic Academy, back with a new quick win for you. Today we will work with the native contacts of our device. So they're plugins to retrieve the contacts, to send SMS, emails, messages, whatever to your contacts. So we will build a little application that can work with our content. So I've created a blank new Ionic application, and meanwhile I'm already adding a few plugins. So let's also maybe put my editor right into the view. Go ahead, create a new app, go into your app, then install the Ionic native packages for the contacts, call number, and short messaging service, and also the according Cordova plugins. The problem of this quick win is that we can't really use anything of this in our browser, so we will have to rely on writing good code in the first place and then testing everything on a real device or the simulator. So once you've done all of this, you can continue to your app module page, no, app module, not a page, and import the 3 packages and also add them to the array of your providers, call number, and there we go. And my spelling is wrong. Alrighty, right. If you work with different native features like contacts, geolocation, camera, for iOS you always have to add the right permissions to the plist file, which is basically like the manifest in Android. So you can simply append to your config XML a little block right here in the platform name iOS, which will then edit your info plist file in the merge mode, and we will override or merge the NS contacts usage description, put in whatever is right in your case. Don't write any dummy stuff in here. Apple will actually read this, and if it is not accurate, they will reject your app. You might already guess why I know this. Yes, this happened to me in the past, but I actually had no dummy text. This was just not describing the functionality and why it was needed correctly. Anyhow, let's continue with our page. So we want to first load all the contacts on a button click and then implement some functionality that is based on the information that we got, just to showcase how the different native things we've included could work in an application. So here we go, importing a lot of stuff. Maybe we can get the import for everything right at once. Let's try this. Call number, SMS, pretty good so far. Just this one was missing. Toast is also there. Really enjoying this functionality. So let's build the first function to load our contacts. To load the contacts, we can simply use the contacts plugin and call find. You've seen already that you can also use pick contact, which returns a single, or lets you load to a single, select a single contact. Sorry about that. And with a find, you can do crazy things like finding everything. So that will return all the contacts. And at that position, you could also supply some options as well. So let's define simple options like filter. So we don't want to filter by anything. We want to make sure that we return multiple elements because we want to have all contacts. And perhaps also like has phone number. That would make sense if we want to implement a call functionality in our app. So this can also be passed to the options. You can look up, actually, is this something that is documented? Yeah, here you see, we can either have a star or all one of this. So you can really query by a lot of things to find the right contacts that your application needs. Perhaps there's anything specific. So then we get a result, which is actually an array of contacts. And if you enjoy TypeScript, you can also do it in the right way to get a bit of typing. So let's have my contacts array as well, which is just like what we got down there, but an empty array in the beginning. and then we will set my contacts to contacts. So now we have an array with all the information. Perhaps I will also add a little login here. I'm not sure if it will work because my remote debugging or Safari inspect wasn't really working that great in the last time, but let's hope it works. So to send an SMS or to make a call, it is just one line. So we can use the SMS plugin to send to the contact phone numbers. Let's just assume we use the first and value with a predefined text, and for the call number we can just pass the call number right into this. Also, as a little addition, let me bring in some more code just to show you that you can also create new contacts. So you could have like whatever, setting up some information form in your application, and then you would also directly like to create this as a new contact for the user. So in that case, simply call contacts create to create a single contact. At that point, it is not yet created. So you can still fill the information of that contact and then finally call save. And this is just the little toast message that the contact was stored. So working with the native contacts, with the call number, with the SMS isn't really that hard using the Accordion Cordova plugins and Ionic native wrapper. And finally, let's move on to our view. Color, of course, primary and Academy contact. So this video is powered by the Ionic Academy, of course. If you're watching these quick wins, you might have noticed that already. Check out the ionicacademy.com, link below the video. I would love to see you as a member inside. Perhaps there are some people out there that don't really know about that yet. Okay, wrapping this up, we just need two buttons to load the contact and to create a new contact. And then an Ion list with, let's say, Ion item sliding and ng for let see of my contacts. Hello, my contacts. Normally I get code completion at that point as well. Maybe not today. You know the story of me and the code completion. That's not a very good story. So the bit tricky part was using the information, because if you log it out, it looked pretty crazy to me. But actually you can find everything in here. In the name, there's given name and family name, and in the phone numbers, it's just an array and value. So it's not immediately the value you expect at the position, but simply log out and try to find what you need. And now we can append to our item sliding, make sure that the item comes first, or that the item options buttons are actually outside. Oops. Hello, please close this one, thanks. That the buttons are actually outside of the Ion item, so you don't mess up the UI. And then we got the call and the send using the contact of the iteration. So the view is really just displaying a bit of information. Interesting part is here. As I said in the beginning, we need to test this on a device, simulator, real device, whatever it is. I'll use the simulator, so let's do this. Alright, there was a little change. Make sure you got all the imports here. For some reason the editor was not showing any errors, but the build failed. So here we are within our application. Let's load the contacts, and then we see would like access to our contacts. Here we got all the contacts, and now we can slide them. We can call them. Actually, we can't call them on the simulator because we can't do this, but on a device this would of course work. SMS, text not available, but it would work on a device, trust me, as well. And finally, creating a new contact. Let's check. Go to your contacts, and there we see Abe Elbows added as a new contact. So that's it for the contact management app today. I hope you enjoyed this rather short quick win on working with the native device's contacts. If you enjoyed it, of course, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the ionicacademy.com, my school to help you with everything Ionic. I'd love to see you inside the next video. Have a great day and take care.